So I'll admit, I've been kind of having a shit day today. I'm still recovering from the flu. I've had the flu for over a week now. It really kicked my butt last week. Kind of been recovering, but one thing that sucked was yesterday I slept actually most of the kind of afternoon, early evening, and there were things I wanted to do, and I was kind of pissed off, but I fell asleep, wasn't feeling good. Well, then I didn't fall asleep until 4 o'clock in the morning because I'd slept all day, and I woke up today just groggy, whatever, trying to put a new stereo in this used car I bought recently because the stereo in it sucked. That's not working. My phone isn't working, and I can't go online. I think somebody stole my phone number because they also signed up for some online transfer thing from my bank and took $2,000 out of my bank account. I can't log into my bank account. I can't log on to T-Mobile. So I'm about to go to the T-Mobile store, get that stuff figured out. Then I can call Crutchfield to figure out why the stereo isn't working. I already went to the bank, got that figured out. But yeah, just a real shit day. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to open a toy. I have like a bunch of Ghost Rider toys. I have all of these. I have all of those. I don't have any of those. Those are kind of expensive. But here's what's interesting. So I bought this huge lot of Ghost Rider toys. And it didn't have the original Ghost Rider, and it didn't have this. It didn't have Blackout. So me, you know, if you're a toy person, you know, like you got to get them all. You got to catch them all, right? You got to, you know, you always want to collect them all. I needed the whole line. So I went online. I bought a Blackout. Actually, it was a Blackout with a one of the Toy Biz Amazing Spider-Man animated figures, and it was an okay price. It comes, you know, this is what it looked like in the listing, just like this right here, right? I think, you know, the bubble might have been smashed. Comes, I get it, I open it out of the box. Immediately, the bubble's not sealed, which isn't a huge deal, but there's no comic. And so, you know, I go online and I send the guy a message, or I open a case and I send a message and say, hey, look, you know, this thing's open, there's no comic, can you just give me money back and I'll ship it to you, whatever. And he was like, it was sealed when it left here. I'm like, okay, well, you know, I attach pictures here. I'll go ahead and open it right now. I know I've been talking a lot. This is going to be kind of a talky one. This one is this episode of Vintage Toy Freedom is very it's going to be a little more therapy. Ooh, I really you know what? Right here, you just noticed. Somebody taped that edge. Now the other edges were, well, the bottom too, yeah. And probably what happened. This guy. Oh yeah, I mean they use some packaging tape too. That's why I'm having trouble. Yeah, the bubble came off. Maybe this particular figure, that's an issue with the glue on it or something. I mean, it's not like a very heavy figure, but let's see if he's been played with. He's got like a pretty cool feature. He goes blah blah blah. Vampire Attack Action is what it's called. He might have been played with. We might have just gotten kind of a little ripped off here. Let's see. This has definitely not been opened. So, you know what? I'm going to give this person the benefit of the doubt. Oh, he opens his mouth, too. That's pretty sick. Do you see that? Hold on. I'm going to make sure you really see that. Okay, that's pretty cool. His, okay, I like this guy. This is a cool guy. I don't know much about Blackout. It says, although not much is known about the mysterious Blackout, well, maybe that's why. One thing's for sure, he's no ordinary vampire. While traditional vampires feed on the human body, Blackout drains the light force out of his victims, leaving them alive but perpetually suffering as catatonic blank slate beings. That's kind of how I feel today. I kind of feel like a catatonic blank slate person. I don't really know where this is supposed to clip because it has such small feet. Is it supposed to like just connect to his finger? That's kind of weird. I don't know. That's kind of bootleg. I was complaining about something. I apologize. I was just kind of been in a not great mood because I've been sick in my car and my phone. Oh, I know what I was saying. So this guy, you know, because if you open a case or whatever, they ask you to attach pictures, and I did, and it clearly showed, you know, this was just completely off of it, and there was no comic. If it had the comic with it, then I'm like, okay, well the bubble just came off in the while shipping, which has happened a few times. I've had that happen before, and I think it's kind of funny now that I think about it. I had one of the Johnny Blaze, the stunt cycle. Same thing. When I got it, opened it out of the box it was shipped in, and the bubble just came right off. You can watch the episode. That's on YouTube here somewhere in my channel. So maybe for some reason with this the Ghost Rider Toy Biz line, maybe there's some issue with the glue they used to seal onto the cards. I don't know. Just something I just kind of thought of because there's again 3 of them. Because yeah, this is really somebody. You know, they might have actually done it at whatever store. I can't really tell what. I mean, it wasn't KB or anything or Toys R Us, but you know, it could have been at the actual original retail location that might have done that if it was torn. So yeah, the guy was, you know, and here's the thing: I sell on eBay, I buy on eBay. I've been selling on eBay since gosh, like 2001. I've been buying on eBay since I was in high school. So you know, probably around 2000 or so, 1999. I don't know, something like that. And I give people the benefit of the doubt. You know, I've made some mistakes. You know, you give people their money back. That's just kind of how business goes. It's part of doing business. If you own a store, online store, whatever, you know, people return things break. It happens. It sucks, but you just have to kind of eat it. So this guy, you know, he's kind of like haggling with me, and I said, you know what, like just give me my money back. And then he's like, what do you want half back? And I said, well, no, I bought a carded Ghost Rider Blackout for my YouTube channel to open, and it actually, again, a really sweet figure. Yeah, I just want my money back. You know, I'm gonna ship it back, whatever. He was, you know, still blah 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 blah. So, you know, escalated to eBay, and then they immediately, like that day, ruled in my favor. Printed out a thing, shipped it back to him, and you know, it's just, I don't know. Again, I give people the benefit of the doubt. I've had things show up like not in great condition. I bought a G.I. Joe keel haul off a guy who I've bought stuff off him before on Instagram. You know, I mean, he seems like a good guy. I trust him. And it, like, just when I got it, and I even messaged him. I said, hey, look, this is not in the condition I thought it was for this price. You know, I've been collecting G.I. Joe since I was a little kid. And, like, kind of collecting since I was 16, and I'll be 35 here soon. So I know, like, what a keel haul is worth and you know, various conditions and prices and things like that. And he was like, hey, sorry you're disappointed. Next time, you know, I'll knock a few bucks off of your order. So, which was cool. I mean, I think he should have just like given me a couple bucks back then. That's kind of what if it were me and somebody sent me that message, I would have said, hey, you can return it. I can give you a couple bucks back, whatever. So I guess my point is, you know, if you're selling online, like, be cool, you know. First of all, don't rip anybody off. Accidents happen. I don't think that guy was trying to rip me off, but I mean, it very clearly was open and the comic was missing, right? I mean, that's like, he's like, did you check the box? Yeah, I checked the box. I'm not an idiot, right? Maybe it was an honest mistake. Maybe, you know, he has somebody else who helps him ship or whatever, and they didn't know what was supposed to be in there. I don't know, but it's just, you know, if you make a mistake, make it right. You know, that's just kind of, I don't believe in karma, but if you do, you know, a lot of people do. It's just kind of the same thing, right? It's just, you know, if I screw something up, you know, hey, that sucks for me. But you know, I lose some money, but I want to make it right for that person. I want them to be happy, and I expect that kind of in return. So, enough talking. This guy glows in the dark. He has flame glow details because he's from the Toy Biz Ghost Rider line. So we're going to go to the Vintage Toy Freedom Half Bath, which is actually not too terribly dirty today. You know, I've done that before where here you can look at a beach picture of me and my son from, I think it was, you know, 2010, where I will, I'll just give you a tour of the Vintage Toy Freedom Half Bath. I've had this since I moved out when I was 18, so it would have been 2001. I don't know, I just really liked it. But I've done it before where I hold a glow-in-the-dark figure up to the light, and then I like hold the camera at it, and I'm sure that looks horrible on screen. So, all right, so here we go. So he's been lit up. Oh, man, that's an awesome glow. Awesome, awesome glow. You obviously never can really capture it too well on the screen. But yeah, that's a good glow. I mean, his head, his arms. You know, he's going to look cool next to the guy from Captain Planet, the glow-in-the-dark guy, whose name I can never remember. But yeah, this is a cool one. I like this. I don't know, again, I don't know anything about the figure or the character. I guess that's kind of his deal, according to that little mini comic. But yeah, this is some good glow. Let's do that again. Let's glow them up a little bit. You can see my 2 types of soap for some reason. Okay, here we go. We're going to glow them up again. All right, yeah. So thanks for watching. Make things right. If you ever screw up an order, somebody buys something, they're not happy, whatever, just, make it right. Otherwise, Blackout will come and turn you into a lifeless shell of a human being.